Jennifer Aydin revealed that she confronted her husband Bill about his affair the day before she gave birth to their fourth child on Tuesday's episode of The Real Housewives of New Jersey. She told Teresa Giudice, 49, and Dolores Catania, 51, that her husband Bill's affair happened 10 years ago and that she was over it. "I was pregnant," Jennifer, 44, told them. "We had just moved to Jersey. It was my fourth kid. He was not around. He was working a lot and he was really feeling himself for a bit. He was making money." They asked her how she found out and Jennifer said from the credit card receipt. "They went to a club, VIP with bottle service," said Jennifer. "That was my first red flag and then I saw a text message on his phone and I confronted him with it." Jennifer said Bill admitted it. In a confessional, Jennifer said she was 9 months pregnant, a stay-at-home mom with no income of her own, and it was 10 days before she was about to give birth. Jennifer told them that she asked Bill if he wanted a divorce and he said no. She said she asked him if he loved her and he said no. She then said she asked if it was over and that he told her that it's been over. "I got angry and I threw things at him," said Jennifer. "Literally the next day I had Christian." She said in a confessional that once the baby came that she felt that she wanted to make it work if he wanted to make it work. "And we never effing spoke about it again," Jennifer told Teresa and Dolores. Teresa told her she didn't owe anyone an explanation and that she and Bill would be fine. Jennifer appreciated that they were on her side. The season 12 episode titled House of Hypocrisy began at Teresa's pool party right after Margaret Josephs, 54, confronted Jennifer about her husband's affair. Jennifer insisted that Bill was the best despite the fact that he had an affair with a pharmaceutical rep. "I don't insult," said Jennifer. "I retaliate." Margaret told her she was not being honest. Margaret said in a confessional that Jennifer villainized her for having an affair, but her husband was no different and called her the world's biggest hypocrite. After Margaret walked off, Teresa came over and asked Jennifer what happened. "She's bringing up something that happened a long time ago and I'm not going to talk about that," Jennifer said. Margaret told Melissa Gorga, 42, Tracy Johnson, 46, and Jackie Goldschneider, 45, that her conversation with Jennifer did not go well. "I've known about Bill's affair for years," Margaret said in a confessional. "Anytime Jennifer's name would come up that would be the first story endless people would say." Margaret said she brought it up before to Jennifer but she had just a visceral reaction that she hadn't mentioned again but that tonight she just pushed me too far. Margaret said to the other women that she told Jennifer that her husband also had an affair and that Jennifer admitted it. "She said he did?" asked Jackie. "Yes," said Margaret. Jackie said in a confessional that she knew about Bill's affair because Margaret had told her but that she would never bring it up. "I know firsthand how bringing up infidelity can hurt a couple," she said, referencing Teresa spreading a rumor about her husband Evan last season at his birthday party. Meanwhile, Jennifer told Dolores that Margaret wanted to sabotage her happy home. "Was there something that happened with you and Bill that I don't know about?" Dolores asked. "There was something, a long time ago," Jennifer said. Dolores told her that she understood what she was talking about and understood that if you decide to move on from it you leave it where it is and that other people should not be talking about it. "I feel sorry for Jennifer," Dolores said in a confessional. "This is a relationship between a married couple that should not be broadcast in public." Jennifer told Dolores that everybody makes mistakes. Bill got up to get a drink and walked by Jennifer and gave her a kiss and told her that he loved her. "I want to go home," Jennifer told him. He took her hand and they walked out. When they got to their car, Bill hugged her and she tearfully told him she was sorry. "It's okay, baby," Bill said. Teresa told Joe Gorga that Bill and Jennifer left. He said he was uneasy about coming to her party because he doesn't like to be around people who are nasty. He referenced that Jennifer called him a crook on social media. Teresa's daughter Gia, 20, who had listened to the fight, told Joe and Teresa that this is why people shouldn't open their mouths up in the first place. "Just like Dad didn't deserve it either," Gia said. Joe said he was her uncle and godfather, but Gia said she was done with him being disrespectful to her. "I am not disrespectful," he said. "You are not going to talk down to me either," Gia said. Joe said he would never allow his daughter to talk like that to an aunt or uncle and then asked, "Where were you raised?" Joe stormed off and said that is horrendous. "I loved you the minute I saw you. I fell in love with you." Gia said she hadn't seen him in 6 months and didn't know what he was doing. Joe yelled at Melissa that he was leaving. Melissa walked over to Gina to find out what happened. She told them that Joe was talking about how he didn't appreciate the comment that Jennifer made and that she told him that people don't like when remarks are made about them, just like her father didn't deserve it either. "But he can't effing believe that you even give him an attitude. He is in shock," Melissa said. Joe sat outside and Teresa's fiancé Luis Ruelas, 46, joined him. "She looks at me like I am the devil," Joe told them. "Her father was the devil and not me." Melissa told Gia that she needed to go talk to Joe. She got up and walked outside to see him. When Joe saw her, he asked if she was going to disrespect him again. The show played a clip of Joe in 2020 yelling that Joe guy just put my mother in a effing grave, so I'm supposed to effing like him. Joe yelled at Gia that has been dealing with this for 20 years. "I don't want to feel like I'm this devil of a man for doing what? I stuck up for my sister. I stuck up for my parents," he said. Gia screamed at him, "Can I speak?" She told him to not bring up his parents or her grandmother. She asked why he would even want to say that about them. "Because it's true, sorry," said Joe. "It's not, that's why I walk away," Gia said. Melissa said to Joe she wants to believe you are lying, let her believe it. Joe said in a confessional that he was not telling Gia not to love her father, but he has done things to hurt this family and I'm not going to hold that in for the rest of my life. Melissa walked back into the party to talk to Gia. She said she just wanted Joe to stop talking about her grandparents. Melissa said they should just let it go. "I'm going to see my way and he's going to see his way and that's it," said Gia. Melissa brought back Gia to talk to Joe. "You have every right to be mad at my father for putting my mom in jail," said Gia. "You don't think he's mad at himself? He lives with it every day. Has not even in this country, but it comes to a point where the bashing is just too much. Gia said the jail thing happened 5 years ago. Let it go under the bridge. Gia said she wanted their fight to be over and that it was insane that she didn't see him for 6 months. Joe told her that he didn't want to fight. The two hugged. Gia said in a confessional that she was going to try to move on. But it's not just a deep wound with me, but it's his deep wound with my sisters too. Teresa said she was so happy. The next day Jennifer had a big kids' pool party at her house. She said in a confessional that the party was rough and that her stomach was in knots. Bill is hiding upstairs because he is just so embarrassed, Jennifer said. Jennifer and Bill had discussed Margaret's allegations in the car ride home from the party, and Bill said that no one was perfect. He said that it speaks volumes about her personality that she wanted to put out someone else's business. Jennifer told him she is a snake. Bill agreed. Jennifer said in the confessional that she was trying to not let anyone know that mommy is having a meltdown. Teresa and Dolores arrived and sat inside with Jennifer because of the heat, which was when Jennifer revealed to them details about Bill's affair. Dolores told Jennifer that she held her own last night despite getting hit with a bomb. Teresa asked why it was said at her party, and Jennifer said because she's a hypocrite. In a confessional, a producer asked Teresa, "Do you now see how what you did to Jackie and Evan was wrong?" Teresa said, "I said a rumor, I wouldn't say it was true." Over at Jackie's house, her husband Evan helped prepare a barbecue for her parents Barry, Ann and her brother Eric. Their kids Hudson, 10, Jonas, 13, Alexis and Aydin, 13, were going away to a 2-week sleepaway camp. Jackie said in a confessional that she hated sleepaway camp when she went. She said was an awkward chubby teenager with big Staten Island hair. She said she thought it would be a totally different experience for them. "I think they are going to have a lot more friends than I had," Jackie said. Margaret met with Dolores at a local home design store. Dolores said she had no furniture for her new house and that she had been going into stores asking if she could buy their floor samples due to shipping delays. Dolores told Margaret that she spoke to Jennifer and didn't think it was right what she said to her at the party. Dolores said Bill had to get dragged through the mud and it was like casualty of war. "She pushed it," said Margaret. "What are you supposed to say when someone's such a hypocrite?" Margaret said since she met Jennifer that she has attacked her for having an affair, insulted her mother, and tried to drag Jackie through the mud. "Dolores and I have known for several months that Jennifer was trying to get dirt on Evan from Frank," said Margaret in a confessional. Margaret said also that Jennifer called her mutual friends in Tenafly, New Jersey, to see if they had any information on Evan because they knew the gym he went to. "She wanted to see someone else suffer," Margaret said to Dolores. "That's what really bothers me," Dolores said. Dolores said later through that she would love for everybody to start from scratch. She said that she was inviting everyone to her townhouse and wanted everyone to get together. "Listen, I could coexist very easily," Margaret said. Jackie later went over to Jennifer's house to talk. Jennifer said she invited Jackie over because she had been through something similar. Jennifer asked Jackie if she knew about Bill, and she said that Margaret told her a few months earlier. Jackie said she never said a word because she didn't want to hurt another woman. "If anyone could relate," said Jennifer. Jackie told her that they were going to be friends and that she didn't want there to be any of the sneaky trying to destroy each other's behavior. "I don't want to do that," said Jennifer. Jennifer said that isn't what Margaret did to her. Jackie said she actually didn't have a problem with what Margaret said. "You said to her a million times how awful she is for cheating on her husband," said Jackie. "Don't think that Margaret was wrong to come back at you." Jennifer said that both Teresa and Dolores thought that she did something wrong. "She hurt my feelings," Jennifer said. "You hurt each other," said Jackie. Jennifer said she felt ambushed and that she never had the opportunity to really process the affair. "I didn't tell my sister, I didn't tell my parents, I didn't tell my best friends," Jennifer said in a confessional. Jackie said in a confessional that she had been through this with all the s Teresa put out there about Evan, but at the end of it I got to at least tell her kids that none of it was true. Jennifer has to tell her kids that their daddy actually cheated. She told Jennifer that she would be there for her. At Dolores' house party, the women gathered to celebrate her new space. She gave them a tour. Dolores shared with them that this was the first time she was living alone. She told them that she still spoke to David as boyfriend and girlfriend, but that she hadn't seen much of him. "We see each other less and less," Dolores said. She told them that there was distance between them. The women then brought up the tape of Teresa's finance Luis. Margaret asked them if they thought Teresa would still be mad at her for demanding that Luis should address the video. "I don't think the video bothers her at all," said Melissa. Margaret said in a confessional that she Googled Luis self-improvement retreat. "You go there and they break you down," she said. "They abuse you and tell you what a piece of sh you are till you can't take it anymore and you apologize and somehow you are cured." Jennifer arrived and Jackie walked up to her to be a friend. Jennifer told her she didn't know how to act. Dolores walked up to her and told her there was no reason to cry. Margaret walked right over and said, "What are you crying about? It's just very overwhelming," said Jennifer. She said to Margaret that she didn't want to fight with her. "Listen to me, I don't want to fight with you, but Jennifer, your behavior to me has been very hypocritical," said Margaret. "You can't see that." Jennifer said that everything that she had critiqued Margaret about were things that she had been very vocal about. "What you did to me was mean," said Jennifer. Margaret said she wasn't mean. She told Jennifer that she knew that she called Frank and others looking for compromising pictures of Jackie's husband Evan. Jennifer said she did call one person, Serena in Tenafly, and that she wanted to tell Jackie about it. Jackie heard them speaking and walked over. Jennifer said she was just curious and being nosy. Jennifer said in a confessional that Frank told my husband that he knew the girl and that he knew what she looked like. Jackie said, "I don't even want to hear it. I don't want to bring up my husband's name anymore. As hard as everybody looked, they found nothing on my effing husband because there is nothing. "I was just asking because it was curiosity," said Jennifer. "Jennifer, you looked into my husband when your husband did stuff," Jackie yelled. "It wasn't digging," said Jennifer. Jennifer said what Margaret did was mean. "Jennifer, you have hurt endless people," Jackie said. Margaret said that kids are resilient when Jennifer cried that she hurt her kids with this information. Dolores told Jennifer not to cry because there was no reason to. "You think him effing weak for crying," Jennifer screamed. "I'm not weak for crying. I'm effing brave for crying." Margaret said they should just drop the conversation because everyone was too emotional. Dolores encouraged everyone to eat. Teresa arrived and apologized for being late. Teresa asked Dolores what she missed. Dolores said that Jennifer had been upset and Teresa said that what Margaret did crossed a line. Jackie told Jennifer she wanted to be supportive to her now despite what she revealed. "As frustrated as I am with Jennifer, it's hard for me to see another woman going through so much pain," Jackie said in a confessional. "But I can be the bigger person because Jennifer definitely needs support right now." Jennifer ultimately fled the party after clashing with Margaret and Jackie. The Real Housewives of New Jersey will return next week on Bravo.